Hello everyone. Today we will be presenting our project. But first let's introduce ourselves. First we have Kira Critelli.
Then we have Aries Dominguez.
After that, we have Jenny Carroll.
Last but not least, we have Allison Herrera.
Our project will be on NIN. Drum roll please.
Synthetic division.
Synthetic division is a streamlined method for dividing a polynomial by a linear factor of the form AXC. It offers a quicker alternative to long division, particularly when the divisor is linear. This method focuses on the coefficients of the polynomials, simplifying the division process. Synthetic division is commonly used to find the roots or zeros of polynomials, which are the values of x that make the polynomial equal to 0.
Now, let's go over some vocabulary words for synthetic division. Dividend. This is when the polynomial is being divided. Divisor. When the polynomial by which the dividend is divided. In synthetic division, the divisor is a linear factor. Quotient. The result of the division, excluding the remainder. Remainder. The part that's left over after the division is complete. If the remainder is 0, the divisor is a factor of the dividend. Linear factor. A polynomial of degree 1 like xa or x plus b. Synthetic division is specifically used for dividing polynomials by linear factors.
This is the example. Let's read them out.
Ho ho ho!
Number 1. Write the coefficients of the dividend inside an upside-down division symbol and the test 0 at the left.
Number 2. Bring the first coefficient of the dividend below the division symbol.
Number 3. Multiply this carry-down value by the test 0 and write the product up in the second column of the middle row.
Number 4. Add the second column and write in the bottom row.
Number 5. Multiply this value by the test 0 and write the product in the third column of the middle row and add the third column.
Number 6. Now multiply this value by the test 0. Write the result in the fourth column of the middle row. Then add the fourth and write the result in the bottom row. Last and final step, number 7. The numbers in the third row, excluding the last one, are the coefficients of the quotient. The last number is the remainder of the division. The degree of the quotient is 1 less than the degree of the dividend.
Now, let's start off with our first problem, which is done by Kira Critelli.
For the first synthetic division problem that I'm going to do is x cubed minus 2x squared minus 5x plus 6 divided by x minus 3. So, first I'm going to find x, which x minus 3 equals 0. So that would be x equals 3. Like that. Then you're going to set up your division problem with 3 on the outside, like that. And then you're going to want to bring down all the numbers. So first one would be 1, and then negative 2, and negative 5, then 6. Then you're going to bring down this 1. Then you're going to do 3 plus negative 2, which is going to also be 1. Like that. Then you're going to do 3 plus negative 5, which is negative 2. Then you're going to do 6. So then, for this, and after that, you're going to get an answer of x squared plus x minus 2.
Thank you, Kira, for that amazing question. Up next for our second question, it will be done by Aries Dominguez.
Go. Start out by setting your equation equal to 0 to get the number you'll be using for your synthetic division. Then you set it up like this and add your numbers in. Then move the first coefficient down. Then you multiply these two numbers to get the one you get here, which would be -2. And then you add them, which equals 3. Do the same thing, which gets you -6, and add them to get 1. And one last time to get -2 and 0. 1 is your x to the second power.
Yes.
3 is your x to the first power. 1 is your constant.
He's a good boy.
And then 0 is your remainder, which gives you x2 plus 3x plus 1.
Thank you, Aries, for solving the problem.
Next up, we have Journey Carol. She lost her voice, so it will be pictures and voice over describing how she solved the problem. First, we write down the problem. Identify the coefficients and the divisor. Then, we need to identify the coefficients of the polynomial. Notice that there is no x term, so we include a 0 x term to act as a placeholder. Thus, the polynomial can be written. The coefficients are therefore 2, -7, 0, and -4. After that, the divisor is x3, so we use the root x equals 3 for synthetic division. Set up the synthetic division table. Write the root 3 to the left and the coefficients 2, -7, 0, -4 to the right. Bring down the first coefficient 2. Multiply the root 3 by the number you brought down 2 and write the result under the next coefficient 7. Add the numbers in the second column 7 and 6. Multiply the root 3 by the result 1 and write it under the next coefficient 0. Add the numbers in the third column 0 and -3. Multiply the root 3 by the result 3 and write it under the last coefficient 4. Add the numbers in the last column 4 and -9. The numbers 2, -1, and -3 are the coefficients of the quotient, and -13 is the remainder. Since we started with a cubic polynomial degree 3 and divided by a linear term degree 1, the quotient will be a quadratic polynomial degree 2, the remainder is -13. Holy yap right there, good job for answering Journey. Last problem solved is by Allison Herrera. Pause to read.
Company's monthly profit in thousands of dollars can be modeled by the polynomial 2x cubed minus 5x squared plus 7x minus 3, where x represents the number of months since the company's launch. If the company's average monthly profit over a period of 4 months can be represented by dividing the polynomial by x minus 4, what's the average monthly profit? So, with this word problem, we can start off by hopefully grabbing a piece of paper or whiteboard or anything like that and writing down your polynomial and what you're dividing over, which would be 2x cubed minus 5x squared plus 7x minus 3 divided by x minus 4. Something like this, and you should have written down your synthetic division little line, because you're dividing. So to find the outside of what you're dividing your inside with is by taking the x minus 4 and setting it to 0. X minus 4 plus 0, which makes x equal 4. So put that 4 on the outside like that, and you take your coefficients from your polynomial and you put it in the inside, which would be 2, 5, Lord, 7, and -3. So your whole entire equation is low-key butt right now. So you should have this on your paper or written down. And so you begin with taking your first number and putting it down. So this does not change. This goes straight down. 2 stays the same. You take your 4 and your 2 and you multiply it, which would equal 8, and you add it to the next one. So 5 and 8 equals 3. Okay. 3, 4, 12. 12 plus 7. 19. 19 and 4. Don't know either, but I know it's 76. So wait, that's 76 here. And that would be what? 73. So these are the coefficients to, wow, why is it like that? To your new equation. Or basically to your answer. But since we're finding the average monthly profit, we have to find the average monthly profit. So you take this and you put it into however it's supposed to be. So it's going to be 2x squared, since the first one was cubed. You take one exponent off. 2x squared plus 3x plus 19 with the remainder of low-key 73. And not gonna lie, that's gonna be irrelevant, so it doesn't really matter at this point. And that is your new equation, right? We're not done. So you take all of that, and to find the monthly average profit, you have to divide the quotient over the divisor. And low-key, it's too much work. So we're just gonna plug it in with x equals 4 from what we found in the beginning, and we're just gonna put it in. So you're gonna take your new function or equation, which would have been 2, 4 squared, it's an x, get it, what, plus 3 plus 19. 73 was low-key irrelevant at this point. Take that, get it together. So you're getting 32 plus 12 plus 19, which will get you to, take it down. And you're wrong. It was 63. That is your answer. But we're not finished. Because at the end of the day, the question asks to find the monthly profit in thousands, not just a singular number. So in the end of the day, the right answer could only be $63,000. If you didn't get it right, too bad. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Allison, for that hard word problem question. We chose this topic because it was the most interesting and informative topic that we learned about during your class, Mr. P. It was the easiest topic on which we learned how to do synthetic division.
Now let's get down to business.
We really need a good grade on this, sir.